So we were talking about yoga last class. And then yoga, as I told you, yoga has 8 branches. Okay. And in 8 branches, yama, niyama, right? So this is about our behavior for the society, right? Our social behavior. This is about our social behavior. What we should do, what we should not do to gain respect from society, right? So what are these? This is ahimsa, no violence, asteya, no stealing, right? Satya, truthfulness, brahmacharya, not giving yourself to the lust or improper sexual behavior, right? And then aparigraha, collecting without any purpose, right? So this is the bad social behavior which can spoil society. But now we will be talking about niyama, and the niyama is your responsibility for yourself. This is your behavior for you, right? Because it's not just about society, but you have to do certain things for your happiness, for yourself, right? For you. I'll just switch off the fan. Do you need fan? Maybe electricity fluctuations. Yeah, because many times in yoga classes, even you have finished that 200, 500 hours yoga. Nobody talks about what is yoga. And they think that doing few type of exercise or asana is enough. That is yoga, right? But that's not yoga, right? We need to understand properly that what is yoga and what is the asana, what is the pranayama, right? So yoga, Ashtanga yoga has 8 parts, right? Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, yeah, pratyahar, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You will be so surprised that this is the only part for body. All is about 7 parts is about mind. Right? Yes.
アーサナも大事だけど、結局そのアーサナする前に、この7つを先にすることが、アーサナにつながって、瞑想につながるっていう話。
Yeah. So 8 parts, in 8 parts, you just want one part only.
Okay, basically I thought that the yoga people just do it.
Yeah, because we focus only on body.
Yeah.
We do not worry about mind. And the saints or the acharyas or the teachers were so smart. They know body is easy. One part can handle body. Mind is not easy. 7 parts they kept for mind. Not easy.
Oh, now I understand. I have many yoga instructor friends in Japan. This once in a while they come to India and they are studying Sanskrit and then they are studying Indian philosophy. That's why
Yeah, because it's not just body, and it's about the complete aura for complete health. And in complete health, we have spirituality, we have body, we have mental, right? We have social behavior. So everything good. But in modern yoga, we are just focusing on body. That's it. We have ignored rest 7 parts, right? We even do not talk about it, right? So these are the 8 parts of yoga, right? And when we do yoga, we need to understand and we need to follow all the 8 parts. So it is not like step. Today, 1 year I did this and then I will graduate here, I will graduate here, I will graduate here. No, 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 no. It's not like that. It all at the same time, right? Till dharana. Till dharana, everything is at the same time. From dharana to dhyana to samadhi, it will be a gradual shift.
ダーラナは、集中。で、ディアーナはベースメディテーション。サマディがカトリック。
Yeah. From here, you will be automatically moving to the next stage with practice, with the time. But rest all you have to do at the same time. Right? Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
これしか知らない。
No, if you want the translation, yeah, we can stop and we can stop and can discuss.
studied for
Yeah,
8
8
Last
parts.
time, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so last time we did the first part that was about the social behavior. Okay, so now we will be moving to the next part, that is niyama, that is your responsibility for yourself. Right? How you should be responsible for yourself, because you are also important. Okay, so niyama talks about what should be the behavior of a fellow towards himself, that how you should behave with yourself. The second limb of Patanjali's 8-limbed yoga system contains the 5 internal practices of niyama. These practices extend the ethical code of conduct provided in his first limb, the yamas, to the practicing yogi's internal environment of body, mind, and spirit. So, a body, mind, and spirit, everything will be benefited by this practice. Okay. The practice of niyama help us maintain a positive environment to grow and gives us the self-discipline and inner strength necessary to progress along the path of yoga. So, niyama practice will help us go into make an environment in us, right? Because first, if I want to give you something, I will ask, please, you have to be ready. I cannot, if you are looking here and there, I cannot just put tea on you or food on you. Yeah. Hey, please take some food. Okay, give me. Ready. Right? If I'm not ready, so I cannot, so ready. So with these things, follow these things, make you ready. Ready for the next step. Right? That, yes, give me. Right? Okay. So what is that? Number one is shocha, purification. Very, very important.
セラチャは、ミーニングジャパンだけ。
Yeah.
体を、ピュアな状態に、体の状態になっていって、気持ちと体を、できるしてるっていうのを、消化している。
So,
まあ、それでいいのかな。
shochalya, yeah.
消化してる。天井の上に、できるっていうの。浄化体を入れる。
So from shocha comes shochalya also. Means bathroom, washroom, cleaning room, right? You can say bathroom or washroom, whatever. So it means in Hindi, shauchalaya, right? So shaucha means cleaning. And the cleaning of your bowel, urine, your home, your vehicles, your cars, and your mind. Everything clean, right? So cleaning of everything, not just the body cleaning, but cleaning of everything. That where you are living, that should be clean, organized. Your home should be clean and organized. Your car in which you travel should be clean and organized. So cleanliness will give you, you must have seen when you clean your house, how good you feel, right? Otherwise, if everything is scattered, you are like, "Ugh," right? It does not give you peace. Your mind is little unstable. Even if you are not at home, but oh my God, such a big mess. I need to keep on searching for the things. But if everything is well organized, you're so peaceful, right? So, shauch, cleanliness. If you have not evacuated your bowel, so no focus, not cleaned, no potty today. So, no, I'm feeling like to go. I'm feeling like to go. So every time you have a, in your mind, the same thing, right? So cleanliness of your body is very important. Okay. So this is the Shaucha part. Let's read it here. Shaucha is the central aim of many yogic techniques. So, and is the first principle of Patanjali's 5 niyamas. The yogis discovered that impurities in both our external environment and our internal body adversely affect our state of mind. We know that. And prevent the attainment of real wisdom and spiritual liberation. So we do not feel happy, we do not feel liberated, we do not feel uplifted, right? Where you go and it's a nice, clean, organized thing, so you feel happy. The practice of asana, pranayama, and meditation cleans and purify the body and mind, as well as strengthen their capacity to maintain a pure state of being, right? So we become very purity. We must consciously work at surrounding ourselves with a pure environment. Food should be clean, our drink should be clean, our friend circle should be clean. No bad people should be around us. We should watch good entertainment, no bad entertainment, home furnishing, transportation, everything. Wherever you feel that it is giving you bad energy, bad vibes, right? So you should think of removing that part, cleaning that part. Sometime even the bad friend circle or bad people around you give you lots of bad energy. Because when you go home, you keep on thinking about why the witch was saying like that. Oh, that. No, not good, not good. Your mind is already, captured, right? Not with the happy feeling. So everything should be very clean. People should around you should be with whom you get some positivity. You feel happy. You got some inspiration. You got some good idea, right? Not the people who give you a down motion, right? No good idea, no good mind stimulation, no good uplifting, nothing, right? Just the bad that you come home and you are stressed, right? Okay. So shaucha is that you have to keep the cleanliness around you. Then is santosha. Santosha is contentment, right? Contentment, santosh. Means whatever I have, I'm happy, very happy. Means I do not want to see what other people are doing, what other people are having. In my situation, in my comfort level, I'm very happy. Because nothing can make you happy until unless it is from inside. Outer things cannot make us happy. So that is santosha. Santosha is not craving for what we do not have, as well as not coveting the possession of others. The yogis tell us that when we are perfectly content with all that life gives us, then we attain true joy and happiness. It is easy for the mind to become fooled into thinking that we can attain lasting happiness through the possession of objects and goods. But both our personal experience and teachings of the sages prove that happiness gained through materialism is only temporary, right? Because many times we feel that I mean, just the last thing I need, a very good home or a very good husband or a very good family, and that's the last thing. I do not want anything else. Settled, right? But as soon as you get that, you got a husband, you got a house, you got a comfortable life. Few days you are happy, and after that again, husband is not that good. Maybe another one will be better, you know. Or this house is also not good. Maybe a little bit bigger will be better, you know. So the anything which gives us happiness from outside will be short. Then we will start seeing the next, right? So yogis say that things can never make you happy. Anybody else can never make you happy. Happiness is inside. So the more you will search there, if my husband just change himself little bit, I will be super happy, right? Husband little bit changed, the next day, one more thing if he can change, right? So it's never ending, right? So happiness should be from inside, not from others, right? If others will give us or materials like cars, home, sweets, this thing will give us happiness, short happiness. And after that again, right? Yesterday I was, yesterday maybe in the morning, yeah, in the morning, I suppose, I was, some book is released in the West country, and one doctor was discussing in the doctor's group. So she was saying that I was reading this book, and this lady is saying that in the mind, dopamine effect, you know, that gives us a kick. So dopamine effect and down sadness, then happiness, sudden happiness, right? And sadness. So she said that Western medicine, Western doctors have proved that it is like this. Means the more dopamine effect, the more down. Next time, more dopamine effect, the more down. So she said that doctors have proved in your mind these two layers of sadness and happiness, extreme sadness, extreme happiness, which with the kicks we get. So these are at the same center in the layers, and the brain becomes very confused. And in this confusion state, it is not able to work, right? Extremes. So she was saying that now they are proving this in Gita, it is already mentioned. So many years back, they have already in Krishna have already mentioned that this kind of duality, dual behavior of here and here is very confusing for the mind, right? So we need to try to be peaceful within ourselves. All good? Would you like water?
Just flowing the line, that's it.
Okay. So it happens like that, right? So extremely, we get a kick and then more down. You will see this thing happen with the alcohol. These things happen with the sugars. These things happen when you are romancing, right? So you get a kick. You are flirting, you get a kick, right? But afterwards, more, sadness, more unhappiness, right? And then you want another kick, more stronger, right? So they say that these kind of things are very overpowering and very confusing for the mind, for always shaky, 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 very disturbing, right? So that is here that santosha, we need to be happy in every situation. We need to be very comfortable, very happy at present, whatever life has given, whatever. Yes, of course, ambition and is good, but first is happiness. Only then you can be, whatever you have selected for yourself, you can do it. With unhappiness, you cannot do it, because that is a bad kind of competition that is called jealousy, right? Jealous. So out of jealousy, sometimes we do the things which does not even make any sense. It does not make your body happy. It doesn't make your mind happy, because you are just doing with of jealous, not because of your happiness, not because this was your passion or this what you wanted to do, right? So santosha in every situation will be very, very helpful. Contentment. It's not the craving for what we do not have, as well as not coveting the possessions of others. The yogis tell us that when we are perfectly content with all that life gives us, then we attain true joy and happiness. It is easy for the mind to become fooled into thinking that we can attain lasting happiness through the possession of objects and goods. But both our personal experience and teachings of the sages prove that happiness gained through materialism is only temporary. Practicing content free us from the unnecessary suffering of always wanting the things to be different, and instead of filling us with gratitude and joy of all the life's blessings. So every time we want something different, every time we want to look at others, so that is a continuously bad thing for us, will be always make us unhappy, right? So they say that whatever life has given us, let us say some gratitude, let's say some thanks, and so that we can be peaceful in our mind. Okay, is that clear? Next is tapasa. This is the self-improving behavior, right? Purification, santosha, and now tapasa. So these are the our improvement for ourselves, not for society, not for anybody else. This is for us to be in a permanently stable situation, happiness. So you can see that how much important is purification here, right? This is written in our ancient scripts, and now it's India is sometimes super dirty. So we have just forgot some of our cultural things because of so much invasion, because of so much of population, that the values which were there is so down. You can see that, right? That's how that the circle of life happens. Once you are here, and the second time you will be here. No. Okay, so then is the tapasa. Tapasa is a yogic practice of intense self-discipline and attainment of willpower. Basically, tapasa is doing something you do not want to do that will have a positive effect on your life. When our will conflicts with the desire of mind, an internal fire is created which illuminates and burns up our mental and physical impurities. So this, what is tapasa? Tapasa is to have a strong willpower. right? This is good for me, I have to do it. Or not today, maybe tomorrow, maybe all friends are going to enjoy. Oh, okay, I will do from tomorrow, right? So no strong willpower, right? Today everybody is going to have cake. Okay, let me eat today. No strong willpower, right? So they say when you practice tapasa, that this is what I have decided for myself, and this is my willpower. That everybody else is eating or drinking or doing something. Okay, fine, carry on. Don't worry about me. I'm enjoying. So that kind of tapasa is required. Willpower is required. What we have decided for us when we go home. I'm so stupid. I cannot follow my rule. I do not want it to drink. I was not very much interested in eating, but I did. So no willpower, because you cannot say no, right? So that kind of willpower is very important for a very strong aura. So they say that when there is a, fire inside you, it will just burn out all wrong desires. And it will be eliminating. So you will see that the people who are having a self-control, who are disciplined, so they divine people, so they have an aura, positive aura, right? So when you see people, sometimes they do not have any aura. They do not have any happiness around them. They do not have a strong personality, right? You tell them you can eat this. Okay, fine, I will eat, right? So no, not that this is not my type of food. I'm not used to it, right? So I don't want it. I need to have healthy food. So which you later regret. Later you say, oh my God, why I was so stupid, right? So that kind of self control and strong willpower is called tapasa. Okay.
苦行ですね。人間の苦行。だから、この morning at 5 a.m. I have to wake up
Get up.
every morning.
Oh,
にやっぱ起きることがなかったみたいで、
yes.
ちょっと頑張って起きたっていう。
Yeah. Maybe not today, maybe not today. Today. Yes. Yes. So whatever you have decided, once you have decided, it's better to follow. Maybe give yourself small goals. Do not give yourself big goals. That because sometimes it becomes then a habit. At least do not be in that habit of breaking your own rules. It's better than not to have any rule. If you will keep on continuously breaking the rules, that is more bad for your self, because that gives you a low self-esteem also, that you have no respect for yourself. So it shows in your personality. So when you give, so it's better not to have many rules, or give yourself small rule. At least save your self-image, right? Because every time breaking your own rules give you a very bad image of yourself in your own. Maybe nobody knows, but you know that every time you break the rule, right? So yeah, so always give a small goal which you can handle, and you can be proud of yourself. Oh, I can do that. I did it, right? Okay, that's good. So tapasa is that you have a strong willpower. The inner fire can also be used as a source of spiritual energy. So when you will have this power to say no, what you do not like, so you will have a very strong spiritual energy also. Okay. The yogis say the sole practice of tapasa can lead to the release of kundalini and attainment of enlightenment. Tapasa transforms and purifies us, as well as enables us the conscious awareness and control over our unconscious impulses and poor behavior. So we can remove our poor behavior also. Sometimes we indulge, sometimes we do many, many bad things, which we realize we should not, right? Like backbiting, jealousy, talking bad about others. So sometimes we do unknowingly, right? So all these things can be very demotivating for our soul, right? Tapasa builds the willpower and personal strength to help us become more dedicated to our practice of yoga. So tapasa, if we start having some willpower, so it will be very, very helpful for our own soul and upgrading. These days again, flu is on, so be careful. You are, both are sneezing.
I'm not sneezing because I just now had a tea and swallowed into my lungs, so.
Oh, okay,
Nothing
okay.
else.
Okay. Yeah, because these days again H3N2 and all those things are again, yes. They are saying that there are monkeys. Yeah, sometimes they walk from there. Sometimes they uproot my plants. That's sad. I say, you can go, but don't do this type of behavior.
Broken.
Yeah, broken is still okay, but they will just take the plant and yeah, yesterday 3 plants they were uprooted. I was like, I shifted them downstairs and because I was telling my helper that maybe in this plant root they try to find something. So just shifted in the basement. So I shifted those plants. So yeah, they are so stupid.
Yeah,
This-
so small. Because my monkey always come to my flower arrangement teacher's garden. It's just a small garden though. She tried to use that, some flower or some leaf for the class, but sometimes my teacher said, oh, no, keep away.
Oh, where? Where? In Park Place?
No. She lives nearby Yaka Kendall Market.
Oh, okay. Yeah, monkeys are really, yeah, very smart. So next is Swadhyaya, that is self-study. Is self-study or Swadhyaya? Swa means mine, own. That is Swa. So in Hindi, we call it Swa. Swa means my own. You know, mine. Adhyaya is Adhyaya is study or a chapter or studying, right? So Swadhyaya is my own knowledge, my own study, like you are doing a Ayurveda. Yeah, so this is Swadhyaya. This is Swadhyaya. Means you are studying for yourself to make yourself better person, not for job or not for just because of the world, because somebody pushed you, not because of anything else, but for your own self, that this will help me, I will be a better person. I may not get money, I may not get a job, but this is for my own soul. That is Swadhyaya, which you keep on doing for yourself. That is Swadhyaya, that you are a better person, your journey of soul is getting better day by day. That is Swadhyaya. So the yogic practice of Swadhyaya also involves the study of sacred and spiritual text as a guide to our interior world, where our true self resides. No, I have not, sorry, let's read from the starting. Swadhyaya is the ability to see our true divine nature through the contemplation of our life's lessons and through the meditation on the truth perceived by seers and sages. So what sages or saints or big, teachers have written about their experiences If we are reading, we are any spiritual book, any meditation techniques, all these things, whatever we are doing is going to help us, benefit us, right? That is Swadhyaya. Life present an endless opportunity to learn about ourselves, our flaws, our weakness, and give us the opportunity to grow, and our mistake allow us to learn. So every time in life, you will get an opportunity to know something. Like you were in India, so you got an opportunity to learn Ayurveda, right? So you took this opportunity to learn. So life will keep on giving you opportunities, and it is up to us how much we want to grow. So whenever you have an opportunity to learn something, so you can understand, oh, this is my weakness, or this is my problem, or this is something I always make a mistake. And gradually you can be a better person, right? So that is the Svadhyaya, self-study. The examining our actions become a mirror to see our conscious and unconscious motives, thoughts, and desire more clearly. The yogic practice of Swadhyaya also involves the study of sacred and spiritual text as a guide to our interior world where our true self resides. So with self-study, also we can understand ourselves more, because many times it happens that we are just, we even do not know who is there inside, what kind of a person he is, because we are always influenced out, right? We have no time to connect with the person who is living inside. We can never understand who is he, what he wants to say, what are the problems he want to understand. No time, right? Because I'm either listening, I'm either looking at something. So every time I'm out, no time inside, right? So we do not understand ourselves even completely. So with the Swadhyaya, we can understand who is inside us, what is his behavior, what he wants, right? So self-study requires both seeing who we are in the moment and seeing beyond our current status to realize our connection with the divine. So once we are connected with ourselves, we can see the connection with the divine power also, right? Well, if we do not know ourselves, then we cannot talk about the divine, because we even do not know who we are. Then is the Ishwar Pranidhana. Ishwar Pranidhana is the devotion to the God. It is the dedication, devotion, and surrender of the fruits of one's practice to a higher power. Why we need it? Ishwara, you know what is Ishwara? Ishwara is God. Ishwar means God or supreme power or whatever you want to say. Pranidhana. Prani is hand. Dana, adana or adana is like holding. Okay. So holding the hand of the God. And what does it mean? That every time a supreme power is with me, right? It's not like I did something good today. Oh, I am like a king. I can help so many people. So good, right? And I have ego, right? So, okay, I did many good things because God is always with me. He can help me to go do something good for others. I'm thankful, right? Something bad happens, oh, God is with me, right? So in both situations, you are stable, right? So for this stability, you should always think that He is there and helping you to do something good, or if something bad happens, that you have a support, you have faith, right? So this is very important just to keep you grounded. Not like this, not like this, right? So anytime you can just surrender yourself that God, I made a very big mistake. So please help me. You are there with me. It was just by mistake I did. So please take control of the situation, right? So anytime you have faith that something bad or something good happens, you are not like this, right? So that is Ishwar Pranidhana, that devotion is the dedication, devotion, and surrender of the fruits of one practice to higher power, that I can always dedicate myself to the God, to the supreme power. This niyama fuses two common aspects of yoga within it, the devotion to something greater than the self and the selfless action of karma yoga. Karma means your actions, your work. Patanjali tells us that to reach the goal of yoga, we must dissolve our egocentric nature and let go of our constant identification with ourselves. So every time me. So we will stop that, which can give us a very bad ego kick or down kick, right? So if we lose that, and if we understand God is always there, or some supreme powers are always there to be there with you, so you are more stable. Patanjali tells us that to reach the goal of yoga, we must dissolve our egocentric nature and let go of our constant identification with ourselves. To do this, our yoga practice and all of the benefits we may receive from our practice must be seen as an offering to something greater than ourselves. So through this simple act of dedication, we become reminded of our connection to our higher power, and our yoga practice becomes sacred, filled with grace, inner peace, and abounding love. So when we are able to do it, so we have that gratitude, we have that aura, we have that positive vibes around us, and we are not constantly in a shaky movement. You know, many people these days you will find have anxiety issue, nervous issues, you know. So these type of problems will not happen if we have faith, if we have dedication towards divine power. So we will be shaky, we will be having anxieties, right? So that's very important part of our improving ourselves. So these are the 5 points which we should be taking care for ourselves. Any questions so far? You want to discuss something here? Good. Okay. You,
Just very difficult to do.
I know, very difficult, but you know it now. When you know, so it's always in the mind. So always you will be towards it. If you do not even know, you do not even understand, that is the problem, right? So if you know, so I'm very sure, reminding yourself, improve, always improve. 1%, 1%, but always improve, because we know, right? But when we even do not know, that is a very difficult situation, right? That even I do not know what is wrong. Yeah, when we know this is wrong, we have a chance to improve, right? First is awareness. Once awareness is there, rest of the things will be sooner or later coming your way, right? But if no awareness even, then is a problem, right? Okay, so that's why I was telling you that these are the things we all know, but reminding is always helpful. That we keep on reminding ourselves, and this is really helpful. Okay, so question? No? Okay, once, one of my student, I think from France, yeah, Halala. So she was telling me, in Islam, they say that if you know something and you do not share with others, it is not good. That's a Islamic practice. I say, but this is so good. That if you know something and if you do not share it with others, that is a very non-Islamic way. I said, but this is a very good thing. That if you know something and if you share with others, it's really good, right? So we have so many spiritual or religious things which are really good for us, but we do not practice, right? Now, in India, Navratri is starting, and in Islamic countries, Ramadan is starting. So what are all these things, fastings? These are to have a willpower. And mostly we lose willpower of the tongue. So that's why for the food, particularly, we have restrictions for a few days so that we can develop that willpower. And people who do the fastings, you see their aura, very strong, right? Because in the spiritual days of practice, so no too much of violence watching or not too much of sexual, flavors or bad type of music or bad type of, which gives you a kick basically. So nothing, very calm and peaceful. Even we say that not to watch movies or not to watch news because they just pollute the mind. They just give you shocks. You are like, ooh, right? Or angry or sad. So they say that pleasant things only, like we say in pregnancy also, that do not keep on watching any horror, bad, violence, disturbing things. Keep your mind stable, happy, in a happy situation. So same is during fastings also. That when you are doing fasting, it's not just to control your tongue, but to keep your mind also in a very relaxed stage. Right, and we have twice Navratra time, this time, and then in the winter, before starting the winter. This is the time when ama is high. These are very strong deviations of nature. This is when the summer is starting to come, a very strong shift that you can be sick. And that is again the time when a very strong shift is happening, not a slight one, very strong shift is happening. So many people get sick. So calm down yourself, calm down yourself. So these all religious practices have a very strong spiritual meanings of cleansing yourself, cleaning yourself, right? Okay, so this was the niyama. Anything you want to discuss so far? No? So I will just cut it and then we start again, otherwise